Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Property Management 101, and today we'll be discussing best practices for work order follow-ups. If you've not already done so, please watch my disclosure video as well as my why I do this video. And if you find this video helpful and learn something new, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. This video will apply best for any single-family management companies that has maintenance in-house, or a property manager or a maintenance supervisor at a multifamily site. If you currently do not provide work order follow-ups when they're completed, I would highly recommend them. Don't think this is all or nothing kind of situation. Your site or portfolio does not necessarily need to follow up with every single completed work order. You could consider following up with work orders that have been open for over a certain amount of time. For example, you may only find that your site or your portfolio can only follow up with work orders that have been open for 10 days or longer, or high priority work orders. Or consider using certain methods of work order follow-ups for your site, which really leads me to my first bullet point. Number one best practice, determine the method. You can consider many different ways to provide work order follow-ups. This can be done with door hangers on your units. This could be done with a document left in the unit once the work order is completed. This could be a phone call after the work order is completed, an email or a text message. I would recommend phone call and text message if that's something your site or portfolio is able to do. This is the most personal way to kind of build that relationship that's much more of a personal touch than the other methods. And I realize this may not be possible for all sites or portfolios, but if you're able to do this method, I would highly recommend it. By providing a phone call or text message, you are more likely then going to have a more personal interaction with that resident. And this may be a great opportunity to ask for a review. We are in an industry that is very dependent on reviews, regardless of the site or regardless of the form. So I think this is a great opportunity to collect a very positive review from your resident and some feedback once they're satisfied a work order has been completed. Second best practice to consider when working with your work order follow-ups is determine who. Determine who's going to be the one assigned to perform this work order follow-up. If you're going to leave a door hanger or a document in the unit once the work order has been completed, then most likely that's going to simply be the person performing the work order. But if it's not, then you're going to really need to determine who's this person going to be the one following up with these work orders. Is it going to be the maintenance supervisor? Is it going to be the property manager? Is it going to be the person who completes the work order? Is it going to be a hybrid of a couple different positions? You also want to make sure you determine whoever the backup person, if the assigned person is out of the office that day. So if there's someone out that time, then who's going to be the next person that's going to be performing that work order follow-up? And the last best practice to keep in mind when determining your work order follow-ups, determine the process. So when will these follow-ups be done? How will they be done? If you're using door hangers or documents in the unit, what is your method going to be when your supplies are out or running low? Is there going to be a person checking those on a regular basis to ensure you have good stock of those? If you are providing one that has a carbon copy, where will those be filed? How will they be filed? When will they be filed? If you are going to have a situation of not the property manager or the maintenance supervisor performing it, who's going to perform the checks and balances to ensure that it's being done and being done well? Also, consider, is this going to be linked to maybe a performance review and or a possible bonus or commission structure? So these are different things to consider when determining the process of your work order follow-ups. If you have any questions about this video or any of my videos, feel free to comment and I'll be happy to address them. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Happy leasing!